For years, Daniel and Sarah Thompson had longed for a large, loving family. Their joy knew no bounds when they welcomed their firstborn, Ethan, into the world. Yet, their hearts yearned for more children to fill their home with laughter and love. After years of trying and facing heartbreaking disappointments, miscarriages, failed treatments, and silent prayers, they decided to adopt. Their journey led them to an orphanage, where two beautiful twin girls, Lily and Emma, awaited a forever home. From the moment they saw the tiny infants, their hearts whispered, "These are our daughters." The first time Sarah held them in her arms, tears streamed down her face, and she made a silent vow, "I will love you as if you were born from my own soul." They completed the adoption process and brought the girls home, promising to love and cherish them as their own. Over the years, the Thompson household was filled with joy, boundless love, and a deep sense of belonging. The children thrived under their care, and their family felt whole. Years later, when Lily and Emma were 10, an unexpected knock at their door changed everything. A woman stood before them, her face weary yet determined, her eyes filled with a sorrow so deep it seemed to echo a lifetime of suffering. She introduced herself as Maria Sanchez and, with trembling hands, claimed that the twin girls were hers. Daniel and Sarah felt the earth shift beneath them. The thought of losing their daughters was unbearable. "No, this can't be happening," Sarah whispered, gripping Daniel's arm as if anchoring herself to reality. Maria explained that years ago, she had been in an abusive relationship and, in desperation, had fled to another city to protect herself. She had no choice but to leave her newborn twins at an orphanage, believing she would return when she had built a stable life. But life had been cruel, poverty, illness, and endless searching had stolen the years from her. Now, she had finally found them. She had spent the last decade haunted by the memory of the tiny faces she had left behind, praying they were safe. The Thompsons' hearts ached for her. But they also felt an overwhelming fear. Lily and Emma were their daughters. They had nursed their fevers through sleepless nights, wiped away their tears, and kissed their foreheads as they drifted into peaceful sleep. They had been there for every scraped knee, every whispered, "I love you," every bedtime story. How could they let go? Conflicted, they sought legal counsel. The court ordered a DNA test, confirming what Maria had claimed, she was indeed the biological mother. The ruling was left to the judge's discretion. Should the girls remain with the only family they had ever known, or should they be returned to their biological mother? During the proceedings, Lily and Emma clung to Sarah and Daniel, their tiny voices pleading, "Mommy, Daddy, please don't let us go." Sarah's heart shattered. At night, she wept in Daniel's arms, whispering, "How do we fight for them when their mother is also fighting for them?" Daniel, strong yet breaking inside, kissed her forehead and held her close. "We fight with love. No matter what happens, we love them." Maria's tearful testimony echoed in the courtroom. She had never wanted to abandon them, she had done what she believed was necessary to protect them. Her voice cracked as she spoke of the sleepless nights, the guilt, the torment of wondering if they were safe. "I love them," she sobbed. "I never stopped loving them." The court, after much deliberation, decided to grant Maria visitation rights while allowing the Thompsons to continue raising the girls. Despite the emotional turmoil, Sarah and Daniel did something extraordinary. They opened their hearts to Maria. They invited her into their lives, recognizing that love is not bound by biology alone. Slowly, they forged a relationship that, though painful at first, blossomed into something beautiful. Maria became a presence in the girls' lives, a loving figure who did not seek to replace Sarah and Daniel but to share in the love they had built. At first, it was awkward, hesitant, full of unspoken words. But over time, the moments became easier, the laughter genuine. Maria was there at school recitals, birthday parties, and quiet Sunday afternoons filled with warmth and love. One evening, as Maria sat on the porch with Sarah, she broke down. "I used to dream of rocking them to sleep," she whispered. "I imagined their little hands in mine, their voices calling me Mama. I missed it all." Tears filled Sarah's eyes. She reached for Maria's hand and squeezed it gently. But you are here now. And they love you. Love doesn't fade just because time has passed. Years later, at the twins' high school graduation, the entire family sat together, Sarah, Daniel, Ethan, and Maria, clapping with pride. Tears streamed down Maria's face as she turned to Sarah and whispered, "Thank you for loving them when I couldn't." Sarah, her heart full, smiled through her own tears. They are ours, all of ours. Family isn't just about blood, it's about love that never fades. As the sun set on that remarkable day, the twins, now young women, stood before their parents, both sets, and embraced them. In that moment it was clear, they belonged to two mothers, one father, and an incredible family bound by love, sacrifice, and an unbreakable bond that defied all odds.